Welcome back to World Coin Mystique. Stop whatever you're doing and pay attention, because this might be the most important few minutes you spend all year, especially if you own old British coins or keep a jar of loose change somewhere in your home. Right now, a seemingly ordinary United Kingdom penny from 1997, Elizabeth II, is quietly circulating, hiding a tiny set of production errors so rare that one verified specimen is valued at an eye-popping $800,000. Yes, $800,000 for a single penny that most people toss into parking meters or piggy banks without a second thought. I know many of you have seen exaggerated videos online and think, that can't be real. Some of you even say most of these viral coin claims are fake. I understand that skepticism, and that's why today's video is different. This is not clickbait. This is a practical, expert walkthrough from start to finish, how to spot the real 1997 British penny variants that command huge prices, why they are so valuable, what exact tiny defects to look for, how to photograph and protect the coin, how professional authentication works, and exactly where and how to sell it safely so you don't get ripped off. If you have a 1997 UK penny anywhere, in a wallet, in a jar, under couch cushions, in a drawer passed down from a relative, do not spend it, do not clean it, and do not take it to the first buyer who offers you cash. Watch this whole video. Missing one detail could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. First, let me explain why a modern copper-plated steel penny like the 1997 Elizabeth II could ever reach such an insane value. It all comes down to rarity and story. The Royal Mint struck millions of ordinary pennies that year, but during a single production run a handful of plankets, dies, or strike settings produced anomalies that were not intended, mistakes so unique they create one-of-a-kind artifacts. Collectors don't pay for age alone. They pay for uniqueness plus verifiable provenance. When an error is authenticated and shown to be unmatched by any other surviving example, wealthy collectors bid like crazy. In short, rarity drives price, and a coin with a proven, uncontestable error that escaped the mint becomes a legend, and legends attract huge money. Now, what should you look for on a 1997 Elizabeth penny? There are 5 high-value markers you must check in order of importance. Number 1. Off-metal or off-composition strikes. For 1997 pennies, the Royal Mint normally used copper-plated steel blanks. If you find a 1997 penny whose metal color, weight, or ring sound is suspicious, for example, a heavier feel, a distinctly different tone when dropped, or exposed core metal that doesn't match usual copper coloring, that could indicate an off-metal strike, perhaps on a wrong planket. Off-metal modern pennies are extremely rare and often worth massive premiums. Number 2. Double die or strong doubling on key areas. Inspect the date 1997, the word 1, and the portrait legends. Doubling usually appears as ghost lines or shadowed letters when tilted in good light. Even like doubling on a modern penny can multiply its value many times over. Number 3. Severe die cracks, die chips, or unique die breaks forming identifiable shapes near the bust, the rim, or the reverse design. Die chips leave raised lumps or horn-like protrusions of metal that are impossible to reproduce and are sought by specialists. Number 4. Off-center strikes with the date fully or partially visible. If the design is noticeably shifted but the date is still legible, the value jumps dramatically, especially if the strike is dramatic yet the coin still shows key features. Number 5. Mint mark anomalies or proof-like mirror fields on a circulation strike. In 1997, the UK coins have specific die markers. Anything that significantly deviates, a misplaced design element, a filled field, or unusually deep mirrored surfaces, should be documented. Most collectors prize combinations. A coin that has more than one of these anomalies, say, an off-metal planket plus doubling plus a die chip, becomes exponentially more valuable. Here's how you check your coin correctly at home without ruining it. Step 1. Stop. Do not clean it. Never, ever polish or scrub a suspect coin. Cleaning destroys surface evidence that experts use to authenticate errors. Step 2. Photograph both sides using bright, diffused white light. Use a macro lens or the phone's close-up mode. Take a clear, well-lit picture of the date, the portrait, the edge, and any marks. Step 3. Weigh the coin on a small digital jewelry scale to 2 decimal places. Normal 1997 pennies have a very specific weight. Any deviation more than a few tenths of a gram is a red flag. Step 4. Use a 5 by -10x magnifier, a jeweler's loupe, to scan for doubling, die chips, and unusual rim features. Tilt the coin under the light to reveal ghost lines. Step 5. Make notes and compare images with verified examples on trusted numismatic databases and auction archives. Don't rely on random social media claims. If your coin shows one or more of the high-value markers, the next move is authentication. For a coin with a possible 6 or 7-figure value, there are only a few professionals you should trust. In the UK and the US, the top grading services like NGC and PCGS accept certain British coins for examination and encapsulation. Additionally, respected numismatic experts and auction houses such as Spink, Baldwin's, Heritage Auctions, and Stack's Bowers have provenance teams and in-house experts who will review high-value submissions. Contact them discreetly. Do not post a claim on public marketplaces. That invites scammers. When you submit, ship via a fully insured, trackable courier and request a security hold. Authentication will typically include visual microscopic inspection, metal composition testing where appropriate, and comparison to known die varieties or mint records. If the grading company confirms an anomaly and issues a certified attribution, that certification transforms the coin from a curiosity into a marketable asset. Next is the selling strategy, and this is where most people lose value by acting too fast or trusting the wrong buyer. There are 2 basic routes: high-profile auction or controlled private sale. For a coin with an $800,000 potential, auction often produces the highest price because global bidders compete publicly. But private sales can close faster and sometimes exceed estimates if you find the right private collector. My recommended path is: first, get professional grading and certification. Second, reach out to at least 2 top auction houses and an experienced, reputable dealer, one who specializes in British rarities, to solicit appraisal estimates. Third, if the coin meets high expectations, place it in a top-tier auction with a strong marketing plan and clear provenance. Fourth, consider reserve pricing and expert-led promotion to guarantee visibility among billionaire collectors. Always insist on secure escrow arrangements and never accept unverified cash offers. Now, let me be very clear about fraud avoidance. Scammers prey on emotion. If someone offers will pay you now without independent escrow, or they pressure you to sell privately before checking authentication, walk away. Insist on graded certification and use reputable auction houses or dealers with verifiable records. Don't accept local pawnshop offers for a suspected 6-figure coin. It's how fortunes are lost. Let me give you a real checklist you can use right now. 1. Date verification 1997. Put the coin aside if confirmed. 2. Weight and composition check. Log the measurement. 3. High-res photos of obverse, reverse, and edge. For loop inspection notes, any doubling, chips, off-center, or unusual luster. 5. Contact to grading services and 1 auction house for preliminary opinions. 6. If recommended, submit for grading under secure shipment. 7. After grading, follow auction or private sale strategy with legal contracts and escrow. Throughout that process, document everything: who you spoke to, dates, shipping receipts, emails. Professional provenance and a clean chain of custody increase buyer confidence and final price. Now, why is the market heating up for modern British pennies like the 1997 Elizabeth? 2 main forces. First, increased global demand and from wealthy collectors for modern-era rarities, because older, historical rarities have largely been locked in museums and private collections. Second, improved detection and public awareness means more people are hunting pocket change. As awareness grows, survivors disappear faster. That dynamic creates a scarcity premium. Fewer verified examples existing equals more emotional and financial bidding in auctions. That is why timing matters. find, authenticate, and market the coin before others surface and dilute interest. I want to share a short story so you understand what's at stake. A few years ago, a family cleaned out their late grandfather's attic and found a handful of modern pennies. One of them, heavily worn and dark with age, was thought worthless. The grandson almost sold it for a few dollars at a market stall, until a quick photo posted to a reputable forum flagged possible doubling. He followed the steps: no cleaning, professional photos, grading submission, and the coin was authenticated as a unique off-metal, double-die variant. The coin went to auction and sold for well over 6 figures. The family still talks about it. That could be you. Before I close this part 1, a few practical tips. Always store suspect coins in inert holders or small coin flips. Avoid PVC materials that can damage surfaces. Keep insurance in mind if you store a graded high-value coin at home. Ideally, use a safe deposit box or professional vaulting during the sale process.